Everybody, and welcome to the third episode of NovELTies, the life of a teacher researcher. Now, I hope you had a great first week. I certainly had. And I also hope that you are not one of those teachers who says, oh, don't smile until Christmas, be as strict from the beginning as you can be. I'm not a great fan of that. This week I read a book about lived experiences of students in the classroom and their development. And it's very important for us as teachers, in my opinion, and according to the book as well, to model the behavior that you would like to see in the classroom. Don't show just that something is wrong, don't say that it is wrong. Show what you would like to see in the classroom. Show your interest, ask questions, relate yourself to the students, and like Rousser said, listen to the students as well, which is very important. Now, this does not mean that we do not have to be strict in the classroom, of course, but instead of just saying what is wrong, negotiate with the students what we can do, what solutions there are. Apart from that, I also got some lovely messages and comments on the question on how we can engage our students throughout the lesson. And some examples were from High Freshmen, who said that we can, for example, use songs, TV series, things that are related to their lives or things that they might have seen or listened to make it more interesting for them. And I think that is a very good way. It's also a good idea, like Christina said, to promote kinesthetic learning. Oh, almost got hit by a car. So that's also a very good idea. However, I wonder if all those different lessons are meaningful for all the students. Do we all have the same interests and needs? I asked my private students, some of them, what they find to be an interesting lesson, and this is what they said.
An interesting lesson for me, it's a very personal lesson where the things that are going on in my life are directly involved in the lesson.
For me, an interesting lesson is when you feel comfortable, so you can remember all that you have learned.
In my opinion, a very interesting lesson is the lesson where your teacher comes up with something new, because in this moment you forget that you are learning, however you are learning.
These are just 3 examples, but what I realized as soon as I started writing in my teaching diary is that what is meaningful for a student depends on the student himself. Every student has a different idea on what is meaningful for him or her. So often as teachers we try to create meaning for the students. We try to come up with new textbooks, we come up with technical devices, we come up with creating real-life contexts. However, what if we can let students create their own meaning? And I started to teach in a different way, which turned out to be quite effective. Students started to speak in English with one another. They were all engaged throughout the lesson. And so as soon as I taught more and more and more, I came also past this quote by Arnold and Francesca Mora, who say in their text that in contrast to traditional teaching methods, stressing individuality, rote learning, or vocabulary, and a strong grammar-centered approach, the foundation of sociocultural theory approaches is that language is learned through emphasis on meaning and context negotiated in social interactions. Now, in my teaching style, and what I'm about to investigate with my Ph.D. as well, is that communication in the classroom is very important. Therefore, the question for this week is, how do you communicate and relate yourself with the students? Is there a lot of teacher talk, a lot of student talk, maybe a mixture? Please leave a comment either on YouTube at The Teacher Researcher, Instagram at The Teacher Researcher, or on the Facebook page, NovELTies Vlog. Have a great week, everybody. Take care, and remember that a great teacher never stops learning. Take care.